There's a lot of noise around Chinese President Xi Jinping skipping this weekend's G20 summit in Johannesburg. Some are calling it a snub to South Africa or a sign that Beijing is downgrading the G20. Ignore it. That analysis is simply wrong. Xi rarely attends these summits anymore. His international travel has become limited, and he now delegates almost all major diplomatic engagement to Premier Li Shang. Li has effectively become China's global representative, if you will, attending ASEAN in Malaysia, BRICS in Brazil, the UN General Assembly in New York, and leading high-level visits to Singapore, Indonesia, and North Korea. Yes, Xi traveled for APAC earlier this month, but that trip was driven by a direct meeting with US President Donald Trump. Without Trump's presence, it's unlikely Xi would have gone. And there's what Western commentary often misses. Africa is not reading Xi's absence negatively. Li is familiar to African leaders, and Xi's personal diplomacy gives him considerable latitude. At last year's FOCAC in Beijing, for instance, Xi held one-to-one meetings with nearly every African head of state. He speaks to African presidents regularly, and he hosts official visits throughout the year. For many African leaders, access to Xi is more frequent than access to several G7 leaders. Meanwhile, the United States, in terms of credibility, has taken a hit from Washington's boycott of the G20 to last-minute diplomatic cancellations in Africa. So Li standing in for Xi isn't a downgrade. It's aligned with China's current diplomatic structure. And in African circles, it won't raise eyebrows. This is Africa in 60 Seconds from the Southern African Times. Follow for clear, grounded analysis without the noise. Take care.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe and hit the bell to stay updated with the Southern African Times. See you next time.